Before you leave your narcissist, make peace with the leverage. They always have something on you. There's something beyond just the trauma bond that keeps people in a relationship. And I think a lot of times it's a secret and we don't talk about it because it's a secret. For moms especially, there's some choices that they've made because we're not perfect. And perhaps the narcissist has said, if you leave, I'm going to call Child Protective Services, CAS, and let them know that 6 months ago you were doing coke with your best friend. Or you've been drunk the last week, and I'll let them know that. There's often some really crappy decision that we, the victim, have made that makes us question whether or not there's going to be long-term ramifications. And so we put up with a lot of crap because we feel like crap ourselves. In my own situation, I had one really stupid drunk night, and without getting into it, took me 3 years to tell Mark about this night. And when I finally did, he kept threatening to tell my first husband that he wasn't the only one that got cheated on. I finally got so sick of wondering when Mark was going to tell my first husband about this night that I finally just called up my first husband and told him myself. And Mark was shocked that I did that. And he said I never would have said anything. But I believed him because Mark actually didn't really lie. But I was tired of the leverage. I was tired of wondering when this was going to happen. And I determined to take control of my own situation. If you're in a narcissistic relationship and you're about to end it, you need to understand that they are going to blow up. They're going to pick your worst secret and they're going to tell it. Pretty much guaranteed. They do the most unpredictable things, and they don't even care if they're throwing themselves under the bus to do it. Like, it's weird, the things that they're willing to do just to make sure that you hurt. They'll hurt themselves too. They'll make their own lives miserable as long as it makes you more miserable. And so if you go ahead, figure out what the leverage is, and deal with the leverage by yourself, you will feel empowered. You will gain the upper hand in the situation. If you've got a secret, go ahead and tell it. Get really, really comfortable with the mistakes that you've made. Be honest and upfront about them so that they can no longer weaponize it. So they can't hold it over your head. I've got somebody in my life right now, and I'm still waiting for them to open up about a few things. I've made peace with it. I've really got to the point of, if certain things were to come out about myself, I'd say, yeah, I did. That was really, really stupid of me, but yeah, I did. And in that sense, the leverage is gone. You don't have the upper hand. You really can't drag me any lower than I'm willing to go. And so I win. When it's time to leave, tell your own stories. Tell your own secrets. Figure out what it is that's keeping you there, what it is you're afraid of beyond just your person, and deal with those consequences. Once you've dealt with the absolute worst that could be, you're ready.